Today, we're going to dive into a really powerful idea called the inside-out principle. And it's all about this theory that the secret to creating amazing value for customers, well, it doesn't start with slick marketing or a cool new product. Nope, it starts with your employees. Let's see how that actually works. So let me ask you something. Think about a brand you really genuinely love. One you feel connected to. What is it that makes them so special? Is it just the clever ads, the product itself, or is it something deeper? You know that feeling you get every single time you deal with them? Well, the answer might not be what you think. The whole idea we're unpacking today is that the most unforgettable brands aren't really built for their customers. They're built by their employees. It all starts from the inside. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? A company's brand, its big mission, they're really just words on a website until the people inside the company start to live and breathe them. I mean, think about it. If your own team doesn't believe in it, how on earth are they going to convince a customer to? I love this analogy. Your brand is like a giant lighthouse. It can be the most beautiful, impressive structure on the coast, but if that lamp inside your employees is dim or flickering, then it's totally useless. The light of your brand will just never reach the people it's supposed to guide. So, the big question is, how do you get that internal lamp to burn really brightly? Well, it's all about getting that mission statement off the wall and into the hallways, into the meetings, into the very DNA of the company. It's about moving from just words to actual everyday actions. You know, there is a huge difference between just knowing the mission and truly living it. One is a slogan on a poster that maybe a few executives remember, but the other? That's when the mission actually shapes daily decisions, when it's understood by everyone, and when it becomes a personal responsibility for each person on the team. That's the real difference between a poster and a purpose. Okay, so we get the what and the why, but what about the how, right? How do you actually build this kind of internally driven, engaged culture? Well, it turns out there's a pretty clear framework for making it happen. It really boils down to 3 core pillars: belonging, ownership, and alignment. Think of them like a 3-legged stool. If you kick one of the legs out, the whole thing just collapses. So let's break each one down real quick. First up, we have belonging. This is the human foundation. It's all about creating a culture where people feel safe, respected, and like they're genuinely part of the team. When your people feel like they belong, they're not just showing up to collect a paycheck, they're showing up for each other. Next, you build on that foundation with ownership. This is all about empowerment. It's that crucial shift away from a "that's not my job" mentality to a "how can I help make this better" kind of thinking. When people feel a sense of ownership, they step up. They treat the company's success like it's their own. And the final piece of the puzzle is alignment. This is the pillar that gives everything purpose. You can have someone who feels like they belong and wants to take ownership, but if they don't know which direction to run, all that great energy just gets wasted. Alignment makes sure every single person understands exactly how their day-to-day job connects to the company's big picture goals. It's the why behind their what. All right, so we have these 3 internal pillars, but how does all this internal stuff actually make a difference on the outside? How does an employee feeling valued in a meeting actually lead to a happier customer? Let's connect the dots. Okay, so here's the chain reaction. It all kicks off with that basic human foundation, a real sense of belonging. When people feel connected and safe at work, it unlocks the potential for a truly engaged workforce. Now you have a team that's fueled by ownership and guided by a clear sense of alignment. They're not just doing their jobs anymore, they're completely invested in doing them incredibly well. And that creates a culture that is naturally focused on the customer. And the keyword there is naturally. It's not because some manager sent out a memo saying, "be more customer focused." It happens because the employees genuinely care about their work and the impact it has. And that is the ultimate payoff. The brand's mission is no longer just some abstract idea. The customer actually gets to experience it through the service, the product, and the care that can only come from an employee who feels truly valued and engaged. The inside has finally become the outside. So, we'll just leave you with this to chew on. Think about your own company, or even the brands you interact with every day. Can you feel the difference? Can you tell when a team is just working for the brand versus when they're truly living it? That right there, that's the power of the inside-out principle.